Making buildings greener and more energy efficient is a crucial element of the EU's strategy towards climate neutrality. But who's going to end up footing the bill? There's a risk that citizens will have to assume some of the rise in energy costs. And for low-income households, this could be too much, especially given that 7% of Europeans aren't even able to properly heat their homes during winter. Part of the European Commission's plan means that buildings' emissions will eventually have to have a cost. And even if it's the providers which are supposed to pay for it, the price could end up being passed on to consumers.
People could assume the cost of changes if they knew that these costs will be distributed fairly. And for this, public administration has a key role to play. We have to improve energy efficiency in our houses, but the costs for this transition have to be distributed fairly. And that is how I think the population will be capable of assuming costs. If not, it is possible that there is going to be an eco-reaction.
One of the main ways to reduce energy bills is to insulate homes, making them more energy efficient. But it's often difficult to know where to start. HomeGrade is a helping centre funded by the Brussels region in Belgium that advises citizens who are willing to renovate their houses. Their experts give guidance on choosing materials or a new heating system, for example. And one of the main questions that they get from people is about the cost of the works.
Obviously, the financial question is the key trigger. And most often the people are not aware that they can get good grants if they do renovate. However, another big barrier is also the administrative barrier, because it is quite complex. Whenever you want to get these grants, whenever you need to have a permit to start your renovation, people are sometimes lost.
Buildings account for 40% of the energy that is consumed in the EU and 36% of its greenhouse gas emissions. So reducing the impact is not a minor issue. Chris Pitchers, Euronews, Brussels.